Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Bonnie Builder, and let's clear up the USA view. After hate crime attack at World Pride, DC's Sinners and Saints reopens in Defiance. In Washington, D.C., as Black Pride weekend began, a beloved queer space came under attack. In the early hours of Friday, someone broke into Sinners and Saints, shattering the front door, cutting the power, stealing alcohol, and spray painting a homophobic slur on the wall. But the bar is standing strong against the hate. The social media post by Sinners and Saints said, quote, "This space exists to protect and celebrate queer and trans BIPOC communities, and this attack only strengthens our resolve. We will not be silenced. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down," end quote. DC police are investigating the break-in as a suspected hate crime. Detectives and an LGBTQ plus liaison have been assigned, and the mayor's office has reached out to discuss further protections. Blair Nixon, the bar's co-owner and manager, arrived at the scene to find broken glass and a back door left ajar. But just hours later, the bar reopened for a planned DC Black Pride event. Talking to the Washington Post, Nixon said, quote, "It was really important to us to stay open. We don't ever want to send the message that we can be repressed," end quote. The queer community and the allies have also shown support to the bar, as the GoFundMe launch has already raised over $7,600. 15% of those donations will support local QT BIPOC groups. Neighbors helped clean up. Online love poured into. Drag Race alum Laganja Estranja wrote, quote, "Incredible response. I believe in you. Sending so much love and strength," end quote. The slur remains on the wall for now. Nixon told the Post they may frame it as a permanent reminder of what hate tried and failed to do. This is so, their response to it is so reassuring, but just knowing how galvanized the Black community can be, I'm not all that shocked that they saw what happened, had their reaction, responded to it, cleaned it up, and proceeded with what they had to do. Because I could just see my Black people being like, "I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying." They tried it, probably laughed at it, because the way the faggot was written on the wall was very funny. I think they misspelled it. Cleaned that shit up and proceeded with business.
Yep.
And then when all the Black folk came in, the DC Black gays came in and had a key, I guarantee you, they're gonna put lights around that that homophobic slur. It's gonna be framed. It's gonna be candles around it. It's gonna be like an altar. They'll be like, "This is what they tried. This is what they tried to do, and they did not succeed because people came in, spent their money, and the queer community made a hot dollar that day." So I know the Black DC queer community found it funny that day after their initial response.
I know, and that is, it's really taking ownership of something that's trying to bring you down. It's like, no, that's mine, and I will
hello. Hello.
Yep. You know, big love going out to Blair Nixon and the whole entire crew over there at Sinners for doing the damn thing, for holding up the line for all of us. You know what I mean? I mean, we report on these stories all the time, right? And this wasn't just like a vandalism. This was a targeted effing attack on Black Pride, on our Black siblings, straight up, right? And just like Bonnie said, they were like, "Shit, you ain't doing this shit to us, right? We're more resilient than life, and we're gonna keep this, and we're gonna make some money off this too. All right. We're gonna print shirts and everything, all right?
With your bad spelling.
With your bad spelling.
That's right.
Did you know penmanship?
So, I mean, this is just, these are the stories. I mean, the vandalism sucks, right? It's not right.
Yeah.
But that resilience, it's like what Bonnie said, it gives me hope. It inspires me to keep going, you know?
Yeah. But there's actually a song in there too, because because it looks like ragged, and if you rhyme it with the other word, it could be like you can turn that, you could mix that into something.
They're doing it also at that time where we're gonna have World Pride in DC. So it's just creating an ambience of insecurity and people just double thinking if they're gonna go to the the events. So yes, I applaud them for what they're doing to fight it and to just laugh at it. But there's some other serious consequences behind it.
100%. I hope this doesn't deter people from going to
just putting a
World
spotlight, just putting a spotlight on this, just definitely, says volumes, and people like us in South Florida and beyond, can use this as an example, where you make lemons out of lemonade. People try to repress us, no matter what communities you come from, and you find resilience and you find a creative way to get through it. With budget cuts in terms of from the state, from the arts and stuff, it's always been a creative way to how do you make more money? How do you survive? So these are the examples that our community needs to see, and it's so important.
That's right.
That's right. And that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.